Welcome to another beautiful English story, simple, emotional, and full of meaning. Today we'll travel across Europe on New Year's Eve, a night of light, music, and dreams. You'll meet Anna, a young woman from Germany, who discovers how people in Germany, France, and Italy celebrate this magical night, and how the start of a new year can change a life forever. So, relax, listen carefully, and enjoy learning English through this wonderful story. It was the morning of December 31st. The winter sun was cold and pale over Europe. In Germany, France, and Italy, people were preparing for one of the most exciting nights of the year, New Year's Eve. In every city, small towns, and quiet villages, people hurried through the streets with big smiles and red noses. Markets were full of lights and color. People bought fireworks, champagne, candles, and food for the celebration. Everyone wanted to make the last night of the year special. In a small German town called Rothenburg, a young woman named Anna walked home with a big bag of groceries. She was planning a dinner with her family. "This year will be different," she whispered to herself. "I feel something new is coming." In France, in the city of Paris, the air smelled of roasted chestnuts and chocolate. The Eiffel Tower sparkled with thousands of lights. Families prepared delicious dishes, goose, oysters, and cheese platters. And bakers sold beautiful cakes shaped like clocks, counting down the last hours of the year. In Italy, people cleaned their homes. They believed that starting the new year with a clean house brought good luck. Italian families prepared carp, lentils, and sausages, foods that symbolized wealth and happiness. In Germany, potato salad was almost everywhere. Families boiled potatoes and eggs, mixed them with mayonnaise, and laughed together while cooking. The smell filled every home. At Anna's home, her mother, Marta, was busy in the kitchen. The table was covered with candles, bread, and flowers. "Anna," her mother called, "did you buy the carp?" "Yes, Mama. And I brought the sparkling wine too." Her father, Klaus, smiled from his chair. "You girls are doing everything. I'll just sit and wait for the magic." The family laughed. Anna's little brother, Lucas, was already outside, playing with a small firecracker. "Be careful!" Anna shouted, but he only smiled. That night, as the clock slowly moved toward midnight, the whole family gathered around the table. They held hands and said, "To a new year, to health, love, and hope." When the clock finally struck midnight, the world outside exploded in light. Fireworks filled the sky, red, green, gold, and blue. People shouted "Happy New Year" in every language. In Paris, couples kissed by the Seine River, while the Eiffel Tower shone like a diamond. In Rome, the Colosseum echoed with music and laughter. In Berlin, crowds gathered at the Brandenburg Gate, cheering and dancing. Anna opened her window and looked outside. Snow was falling softly. The sound of fireworks echoed across the town. For a moment, everything felt magical, as if time had stopped. Each country had its own traditions. In Germany, people melted little pieces of lead and dropped them into cold water. The shape it made told them what the new year would bring: love, travel, or money. In France, people kissed under mistletoe at midnight for good luck. In Italy, people wore red underwear to bring love in the new year, a funny but very popular tradition. Anna's friend Elena, who lived in Italy, sent her a message. "Happy New Year, my dear friend. I'm wearing red and eating lentils. They say it brings fortune." Anna laughed and replied, "I'm eating potato salad. I hope it brings happiness." Not everyone stayed home. In every European city, young people filled clubs and bars. Music played loud and people danced until morning. In Paris, Sophie, a university student, danced with her friends near the river. "This is our year," she shouted. Her friends laughed and lifted their glasses. In Italy, Marco and his friends drove to the coast to see the fireworks by the sea. "Let's jump into the water after midnight," he said. Everyone screamed, "Are you crazy? It's freezing." But a few brave souls did it anyway, laughing and shouting with joy. On January 1st, the streets were quiet. Empty champagne bottles stood on windowsills. Firework paper covered the sidewalks. Birds flew over empty squares. In every country, people slept late. It was a public holiday, and most shops and offices were closed. Anna woke up late and walked to the window. The world was peaceful again. "A new beginning," she whispered. A few months later, Anna's dream came true. She took a train from Germany to France. The countryside passed by, snow melting, rivers shining, trees waking up for spring. In Paris, she met Sophie, the girl who had danced by the river. They became friends immediately. Sophie showed her around, the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, and small cafes full of music and laughter. They talked about their New Year's experiences, and Anna said, "It's amazing how people in every country celebrate differently, but the feeling is the same." After Paris, Anna traveled to Rome. The city was warm and golden. She met Elena, her Italian friend, who greeted her with hugs and smiles. "Welcome to Rome. Tonight we will eat pasta, sing, and dance, just like on New Year's Eve." Elena's grandmother told them stories about how people used to throw old things out the window on New Year's Eve to make space for new blessings. Anna laughed, but also understood the meaning. Sometimes, to move forward, you must let go of the past. When Anna returned home, she looked through her photos: fireworks in Berlin, lights in Paris, music in Rome, and felt grateful. She wrote in her journal, "Every ending brings a new beginning. Every country celebrates differently, but every heart hopes the same." Her story inspired many people to look at New Year's Eve not just as a party, but as a reminder to live with love, peace, and courage. And so another year begins, in Germany, in France, in Italy, and wherever you are in the world. Every firework you see, every laugh you share, every hug you give, it all means one thing: hope never ends. So, as you start your new year, remember Anna's lesson. No matter where you are, every new day is a chance to begin again. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep learning English with more inspiring stories. See you in the next one, and Happy New Year.